living in a day and age where people know who Batman is. We live in a day and age where the Guardians of the Galaxy are being the #1 movie pre-sold ever. We're starting to take over. And you are the guys they're going to come to. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you. And I'm going to turn it over now to Matt, Katie, Rachel, and Rebecca. Let them introduce themselves. And I'll see you in 45 minutes, folks.
I'm Katie Fleming, and you can find me on Facebook, just Katie Fleming Cosplay.
I'm Rachel Kensler. I'm part of the cosplay group Mad Love with this lovely Joker back there is my pudding.
I'm Rebecca, and you can find me at TragicFlower666 on Facebook. And I've been a makeup artist for 7 years.
We're basically going to start talking about just cosplay makeup in general. And first off, I see some amazing makeup already. All of you look amazing. So yeah. But one thing about conventions is, as you could tell out in the room, we were all sweating and we were hot, and it's
icky.
Yeah. So we're basically kind of talking about just cosplay makeup, keeping it on throughout a convention, because you can be at a con for 4, 5, 6, 7 hours, if not more. You're going to be going through a ton of photo shoots, and it's good to just be able to keep it on the whole time. And we're going to kind of go through that process. And I would say that Becca's kind of our expert, because she's been in the makeup thing for like 7 years. She has an amazing YouTube channel with over 6,000 followers. So it's subscribers, I guess. So yeah. So she's kind of our expert here. But and all of us have somewhat experience in the makeup world. So when you're going to a convention and you have your cosplay character in mind, of course you want to research the heck out of that character. You want to find out every little scar, blemish, whatever. If the character's been in battle, put blood on your face. It really can make a character stand out, and it can really add that final touch to any cosplay.
Adding on to that, like you said, you can even make it your own character. If you think this person should have this technique, go for it. Keep it in mind. Like, I'll use you for example. You have like the little heart lipstick going on with the dark lip. That's perfect. Like, and it totally fits that character. So definitely research your character is awesome. Be like, what can I portray to this character? Not just in a costume, but on my face or my hair or whatever.
Well, another thing that's extremely important, and I think some people may forget this, is before you do makeup, make sure you cleanse your face. Clean the face. And a lot of girls in this room will probably know that you need to, when you're putting on makeup every single day, with all this heavy makeup, especially like costume makeup, can be extremely damaging to your face. So it's extremely important to take care of your face. Otherwise, you may come back out of there with, your face may break out. Me and Rachel, we work at a haunted house, and we do a lot of like special effects makeup. We're wearing like latex and stuff on our face all the time for weeks. not at a time, but every day. So and I've actually had an allergic reaction in my eye before because of latex makeup, and my whole face, my eye just swelled up. So it's just important to know makeup that is gonna go good on your face, and make sure you cleanse your face.
Yeah, and if you are using a new makeup, always do a test. Like, I recommend doing it right here. It's visible. You can cover it up if you do, like, forbid having a reaction. But I did Mystique cosplay, full body paint, and we didn't do a test on it, and my face completely broke out. Like, hideously broke out all under my chin, all up here, my arms. It was a bad experience. So always double check if you're using a new makeup. Definitely test it out.
This is good info for the males in the audience too, who wouldn't
Yeah,
normally wear
definitely.
makeup.
Yeah.
Know anything about
Exactly. If
Speak
you're
for
not used
yourself.
to it, yeah, if you're not used to wearing makeup, you'll get a reality check real quick. Next, I guess, would be talking about the different types of foundations and face paints and things like that. Some of you have, like, I see the whiskers over here on the bunny.
Mascara.
She's resourceful.
I couldn't find my eyeliner.
No, that's perfect. See, you could definitely be resourceful when you're trying to figure out something to do. Becca, what did you use on the Metal Gear Solid cosplay?
I used Ben Nye white face paint, and I just used the black Ben Nye paint. as well.
Ben Nye is definitely the expensive route to go.
Yeah, I was gonna say because like a lot of times, no, that's good, but like a lot of times cosplay is like on the go. You know, like people are rushing to get things together at the last moment and stuff. So having ideas for like the cheaper, faster option is always like not necessarily what looks
paint
best.
from like Walmart. It doesn't matter. I mean, as long as you have setting powder, you should be fine.
Was anybody here at the last one-day event? She came as the Cheshire Cat, and that was all Walmart face paint. So you'll go the cheap route. You don't have to spend a whole bunch of money. Because what does Ben Nye run?
I usually use Ben Nye. It's about $20.
$20 for.
I mean, it's still not that bad.
No, it's not bad. It's very good.
That's what it looks like.
How much is it, that?
Like
Yeah. But if you want another brand that's really good too, this was $10. But it's just the same exact thing. It's called Simulate. You can find it online, and it's just $10. But you get really good use out of it. It's pretty much exactly like Ben Nye. I compared both, and I love both. I use this.
Harley Quinn and Joker cosplayers need white face paint.
Yes.
Wait, really?
Yeah. I guess you could do a different color. So and another thing I guess I wanted to mention real quick was like fake tans. There's a cosplayer online that I saw who just recently did a cosplay where she was super pale and she needed to do like a tan look on her face, and she just used bronzer and just put it on her skin and to the parts that she needed, and it made her look tan. But you could of course do the whole route where you could go and get a fake tan, but that's going to be really expensive, and you may not want to do that. But bronzer works really well for that. So there's different ways to apply makeup, of course. You could use brushes, you could use liquid powder. You could use sponges, and airbrush is a way to go too. I've been airbrushed before, but I had to have somebody help me do that because I can't really do my bag with an airbrush. So it's always good if you're going to do an airbrush paint, you need to have probably somebody assist you. I'm not familiar with airbrush, doing it myself. I had a makeup artist do it for me.
Would you happen to know where to get airbrush and airbrush?
eBay.
I myself, and I know like online is pretty much the only option.
There is a brand. Yeah, online is the only place I know of to find them. There's a brand.
eBay's the cheapest route.
Yeah, eBay's definitely cheap. There's a brand called Temp 2. Yeah, they're really good. I've used theirs before, and it lasts. It's a really good system, and that's what my friend used.
And guys, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, brushes are awesome, but what I do is sponges, and I use my fingers to blend stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know anything about
phalanges more.
Exactly.
It's these. I mean, I use my fingers to even do eyeshadow and stuff because I don't know. I'm not a brush person. But
if you don't want to spend that extra money on brushes, that's totally fine. Your fingers can blend just as well as a brush can.
Well, let me say that I would recommend, it's okay to use your fingers like on your own face, but if you're doing something else, you do want to make sure you wear a few, brushes or sponges. Try to avoid your fingers because you carry a lot of dirt and stuff on your nails.
Yeah, it goes back to the cleaning your face.
And cross-contamination.
Yeah.
Don't cross-contaminate.
Yeah, definitely. And I went to PF Chang's with Poison Ivy, and I had like all green paint on, and when I sat down in the seat, I got up, and the whole seat was covered at butt prints.
You could have sold that.
Okay, next we're going to talk briefly about lips, eyes, and blush. Eyes in particular, or lips actually in particular, because I have a big problem with keeping lipstick on throughout the days or any lip makeup. The jokers will know, the red lips for the Queen of Hearts, any makeup like that. I personally, this works for me, is I put foundation under my lips first, like just regular face foundation, and then put the lipstick over top. That works for me. It's the cheapest way for me. But there are other ways to do it, I'm sure.
You can also use face primer if you really need to.
Yeah. Because with you talking and smiling and stuff all throughout the day, you're going to always keep lipstick and stuff with you to touch up.
You can actually, if you take like very light tissue paper and put it over your lips, you can also do setting powder on it as well. And that'll keep it on throughout the day.
And then eye color is the same thing. You want to use something as a base. Otherwise, if you touch your eyes or anything, it's going to go right off. And once again, I use foundation for that. Just put foundation on, heavy on the eyes, and it works great for me, or any foundation, or primers for that matter. So I don't know what you guys do.
Or you can also white face paint underneath. That'll really make it pop.
You know, when you're done with all your makeup and everything, of course, set it off with baby powder or something like that, or finishing sprays. And then we wanted to just briefly touch on contacts and wigs real quick, because contacts and wigs can really make a costume just go that extra mile with the makeup. It can make makeup stand out. I did 2 different colored contacts just because I thought it was mad, and I'm a Mad Hatter, so and I think, you know, with the colorful eyes, I wanted to make that stand out more. So you can go with, you know, bright color contacts. She did pink eyes. And then, of course, wigs are always a good touch too if it goes with your cosplay. So.
Yeah, is there anything to make your eye whiter? Like, do they have a full kind of contact, or is it just?
They do. There's some that have like meshed where you can still sort of see, but then there's some that are, if you want to go like full white, it'll still make you blind.
They're called Secor.
I mean, not like
Where do you all usually buy your contacts?
Because usually
The outer portion.
Yeah, we will
He
bring
means
it
the
up.
outer portion, not the inner portion. He means the outer portion.
what do they call this word? Contacts, but they're kind of expensive.
Those, are you talking about the full contact, the ones that cover your whole eye? Okay,
Right.
they're called Scleras or Scleras. Am I saying that right?
Sclera.
Sclera? Okay, yeah.
Sclera of your eye, yeah.
Yeah, I have never worn them before because I'm terrified of them. Now, I wear contacts every day as just, I mean, I have to see. But, and these are prescription that I have in right now, because otherwise I'd be completely blind. But those that you're talking about, I have not. Does anyone have any experience with them? The one, okay, we have a, can you tell us about them real quick? Like, how is it hard to get them in? Does it hurt? Are they expensive?
Yeah, you can stand up.
Basically, I have a pair of black scleras. It's like, you push up, put them in, pull down, put them in, left and right, and you only come over for 4 hours, or you're just gonna go blind for a bit. Then you're gonna go down
It's
for
because your eyes need oxygen. You know,
yeah, so then like we're in 4 hours a day.
Goldfinger was right.
So they're kind of like a photo shoot deal for a cosplayer, I think. If you were to be doing a photo shoot, they're great for that kind of thing. And they're also really expensive. I've looked them up before, and it's like $200 plus for a single contact. Yeah, so
The cheapest I found is like $100 a contact.
My friend Jesse Fresca's $300 pair.
Oh my God. I don't have that kind of money to spend on contacts, to be honest with you. But they're really cool looking. I mean, they really are just amazing.
Oh, and I just wanted to add, I have a recommended site that I use.
Yeah, and I used to.
And they gave me a coupon code, so if you guys went on my card, if you guys are interested, I have a coupon code on there. It gives you money off, and it gives you a free gift if you order with that.
Yeah. And it's pinkyparadise.com. It's pinkyparadise.com. They are really good, and they're extremely affordable, and they make prescription contacts up to -10 prescription. I'm a -8. So it's like, and I cannot find those contacts anywhere without paying an outrageous amount. And Pinky Paradise runs about $25 a pair. And they are, so they're really affordable, and they get here quick, but they are 1-year disposables. So you can keep them for a year, and then it's probably a good idea to throw them away. And I wear them for maybe 6 hours at a time before I have to take them out.
Question about the contacts. Every Halloween they say don't buy contacts for guys' eye coloring online or in a store or anything.
Yeah.
Because they could be bad, or they get a
Right.
little nicks, or they can blind you and your head explodes. I don't know. There's a variety of problems. What is your experience with buying things around? How do you choose safe ones?
I did a lot of research before I found Pinky Paradise, and to be honest with you, the reason why I chose Pinky Paradise was because, I don't know if you guys are familiar with the cosplayer Yaya Han. Mm-hmm. She uses those contacts too, and I was just like, okay, she's a seasoned cosplayer, she goes to cons all the time, I feel comfortable doing it, and she promotes them, so I don't know if she could have a sponsorship or something, I don't know, but I feel safe. I've researched them. That's important. Before you buy from any site, of course, read reviews of that site, because you don't want to get a pair of contacts and then you go blind. That would not be fun. So, but I've brought 2 pairs of contacts from Pinky Paradise and they've been great. I have not had any problems with them.
I brought you.
She has 8 pairs. I don't know if you have.
Now those prescriptions as well or not?
No,
She's not.
no, I don't.
The prescription ones are limited. They don't have as many of the cool, like the whiteout contacts that you're talking about and stuff. They don't have those in prescription, or the black ones.
Yeah.
Actually, they do now.
Do they? Oh.
Just recently.
And then wigs, of course, are really great. There's a site that I personally like to buy from, which is Ardo Wigs. I don't know if you're from, you know. Yeah. Is your wig from Ardo?
No, I have several at home that are
Oh,
from
yeah. This one isn't from Ardo, but I love Ardo wigs. They're great and they're quick and they have so much variety and you can style them any way you want. The majority of them, I think, you can just style them in any way that you want. So that's the site that I use mostly, or eBay or Amazon. Amazon is super cheap. This one came from Amazon for like $10. So.
Yeah, my wig was $10 from eBay.
So if you're on a budget, use Amazon and eBay all the way. Does anyone have any?
I actually would like to add some stuff. I actually lost sight in my left eye about 2 months ago, so I'm incapable of wearing contacts. So I just want to clear up, if some people cannot wear contacts, you still can make your eyes pop. There's really no issue. Like you were saying, if you don't want a full white and you just say you have contacts like yellow contacts, you want to make the pupils bright, use white eyeliner and just put them right in the corner of your eye. It pops your eyes immensely. That's what I did, and everyone's like, wow, your eyes are like cool. I was like, yeah. I fooled him once with my Mystique cosplay. I was so upset I couldn't wear yellow contacts because that was recently when I lost sight in my eye. So I was really upset, and I did this makeup I went on YouTube, I researched it to try and see if I could make my eyes give a little bit of almost a jaundice appearance. And it worked. You asked, you're like, what kind of contacts did you use? I'm like, this is all natural. Like, I got this.
Yeah,
But
YouTube is great.
You can use any colors. Like, go on Google. The yellow, I used blue eyeliner. Like, I was obviously blue, I was Mystique, but I used a darker blue. I used various blues and blacks to make my eyes get that yellow appearance. So if you go on just YouTube, Google, you can make your eyes pop. Obviously, you can't change them from pink to, pink or anything, but if you can't wear contacts, there's definitely ways around it.
That's a good point.
So I just wanted to, if there's some people, like,
you don't have
represent,
to
you got this.
Yeah. Yeah.
If anyone wants my card, I also have tutorials.
Yeah, she did a lot of tutorials online too to do different